Alright, Shalom. I like to say, Kol Lo Hawala, which is all praise, honor, and glory. And he with the Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Kardadash, double honors to the Apostle Il's Great Millstone, bless God's elect, few sisters, and the Israelite foreigners just waking up and joining on the truth. Got a quick video on what happened in the news recently out there in Alabama. Mardi Gras, which is the city of Alabama. Alright, you had Jake and Esau, Jacob and Esau, as you see in the little caption right there from the video. Alright, what had happened when you check out the story was basically this Jake, as you see, that got a hold of this Edomite. Alright, that Jake, he was doing his job, and these Edomites just feel like they can do whatever the hell they want. All right, his job, he's he was trying to keep the docks, free, or I'm gonna say he's trying to keep the docks reserved for certain boats that was supposed to be there, and it was like 2 or 3 other boats that was taking the space up for the boats that was supposed to be actually there, but these Edomites just took the space, man. All right, it was basically on some reserve parking type stuff. All right, except these was boats. These Edomites got in the reserve spots for the other boats. All right, and I think it was for a bigger boat that was supposed to be there, as you listen to the story in the news. But anyway, I should have pulled up a news story, the news story clip. I'm gonna let y'all check it out, man. Jake told him he loosened their boats, basically. He moved them out the way, and those Edomites got salty, so tensions got raised, and things started to heat up, and then eventually Esau jumped on Jake, which you can clearly see in the video clip. How these Edomites acting a damn fool, man. They always talking about Jake being wild and all that stuff like that. Well, when these Edomites, they're violent, they're the thugs, man. How you gonna stop a man from doing his job? All right, they these Edomites, they how you say that? They basically attack first. I'm gonna say that. They attack first. And what's the first initial thing you do when somebody attack you or you're being attacked? Period. You're gonna fight back. You're gonna fight for your life. Your life is being threatened. All right. When you see the video. So this is prophecy coming to pass. That's why I'm making a video to this, because it's all about prophecy. Prophecy, right? And which that's down south too. That's one of the states that was hell bent on wanting to keep their slaves. Those Edomites down there. So tension's still sharp down there. All right, because it all started with the northern countries where they wanted to so-called abolish their slavery. But point being, going back to the point, so like I digress. This is a constant build-up for the prophecies to happen, which was the race riots. Okay, the race riots are going to happen. It's inevitable. Okay, it's another part of the video clip. All right, when them Edomites started jumping on that security guard Jake right there, you had other Jakes they was actually recording this. That's how you got this recording right here, this video. They was recording it, and then like I said, a couple minutes later, you had other Jakes started jumping on their ass as they should be. They started, when them three, that one Edomite attacking them, and the rest of them Edomites started attacking that Jake, you had other Jakes jumped in there, man, and got on his ass. That's how it's supposed to be. And you just gotta see the video clip for yourself, man. It kind of made you mad too. But like I said, it's all coming to pass, man. You Edomites about to be in trouble, man, because the Most High gonna put a spirit on Jake. Gonna take that slave-minded spirit off of Jake, and he gonna allow Jake to get loose on your ass, man. All right. Jake already right now, for the most part, I'm gonna say this newer generation, they don't give a fuck about what you think about them, as far as you Edomites. I say you go back to our older generation of Jakes, our forefathers and stuff like that. I'm talking about during the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. Them Jakes, they wanted to make sure they showed good behavior in front of massa. Alright, when they went out and about amongst Edomites, they wanted to make sure they was, presentable and well behaved for Esau, man. But this generation of Jakes, man, they don't give a fuck, man. They don't give a fuck about nothing. Especially Edomites, man. They don't give a fuck about Edomites perceiving how they are. If Esau look at Jake as a wild ass animal, monkey, or just crazy, just wild and out there, Jake, these new generations, they don't care. They don't care about Esau, what Esau think about him. They don't care. All right. But let me see this true scripture, okay? Because this is prophecy, man. That's what it's all about. Prophecy happening. 2 Kings 15:15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Mind they swords, guns. Some people are gonna have actual machetes and swords, but the tools you use to murk somebody. In other words, and just said one people shall stand up and fight against another. So that's nation against nation, right there. Nation against nation. And it's gonna about to see how people really feel about each other, man. This war between Jacob and Esau is gonna be continually until we get rid of their ass as a nation. As long as Edomites exist, this war is gonna keep going back and forth. All right. Got the scripture. What is this? So it's Ecclesiastes 13:15, and the Apocrypha. It says, every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consort according to kind, and man will cleave to his like. So yeah, people, man, people gonna, especially in the last days, especially when the race wars happen. As you can see right here, this was an example of it. What you have, man? You had, Edomites. You had people cleaving to their kind, as the scripture say, man. Jake cleaved to Jake, and Esau cleaved to Esau, man. One Edomite saw that Jake was, against him, and the other Edomite started jumping on him. And then when Jake saw that one Jake was getting jumped by the Edomites, the rest of Jake, as you see in this picture, they started jumping on him. So people, man, listen. As more and more society breaks down, for survival sakes, type deal, people are going to be with their race. All right, it's going to be nation against nation, as the scriptures say. Matthew 24 chapter. Okay. But this is nothing but prophecy, man. Before this society completely gets destroyed, all these things are going to erupt. Alright? The financial market is going to crash. The money is going to crash. Alright? And people are going to lose their minds. People are going to murk one each other. Alright? The race war is going to happen. Alright? Before the Lord comes back, all these things are going to have to take place. That will make the Lord a liar. So it's going to get ugly, man. You know, all we can do, you know, is hope we part elect and brace ourselves for these crazy moments. Alright? But yeah, man, Esau ain't gonna win this time though. Alright? That shit he used to do when it was in the 1950s and 60s, mention Jake and, you know, Jake just getting in line. No, man. Most High it goes into Isaiah 19 chapter where it says Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. So this race war thing between Esau and Jacob, as far as the tribes, it's gonna start with you Negroes first, so-called black people, African American black, and then it's gonna boil down to all the tribes, man. All right, the so-called Latinos gonna get on Esau's ass. All right, the Latin tribes gonna get on Esau's ass, and you got Gag on, you know, Native American tribes. Oh, man, listen, all 12 tribes is gonna team up, and we gonna get in Esau's ass, man. All right, that's the 2/3 mainly. When these race wars, the Lord's gonna use 2/3 for these race wars, man. All right, because the elect of the nation Israel is gonna be protected. All right, starting with the 144,000, mainly them. It ain't gonna be a battle per se, because the reason why I said it ain't gonna be no battle or war, because that's two opposing forces going against each other mainly. It's just gonna be a massacre. All right, because when the Lord put that spiritual power, give brothers that spiritual power, we just gonna be slaughtering you heathen, man. That's why I said that, man. Ain't gonna be no back, man. Listen, we gonna execute with full prejudice, man. All right, and you eat them, we gonna just fuck your ass up, man. It's gonna be that, man. All right, that's what's gonna happen, man. The race war is about to happen. Chip, oh, man, listen, the last few parts about to happen, man. So with that, man, we give all praise and glory to y'all. About Shema, shout out to Moss, Pastor, the elders, great millstone, let's go. Let you sisters, like from the show on.